Welcome to another deep dive, you guys. And today we're tackling, we're tackling eBay. You know, we're all about taking your side hustles, your passions, and turning them into something, well, legit, right?
Absolutely.
Forget the late night panic attacks when you're trying to figure out how much you owe in taxes, right? We're going deep, deep, deep into a book. I think you're gonna like it. It's called Pasted Text. We're gonna pull out all the golden nuggets in here to take you from casual weekend eBay seller to I guess eBay elite. Would you say?
eBay Elite, yeah. And it is amazing how many sellers out there. They don't realize that
Yeah.
even a small operation on eBay,
Yeah.
it's still a business.
Right.
It's still a business, and it needs a solid foundation to grow and to thrive.
Right. We're not talking about just listing, a couple old clothes here and there. We're talking about building something sustainable.
Right.
And that starts with honestly, with understanding the legal and the financial side of things.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I gotta admit, this was an area where I was totally clueless when I first started out.
Yeah, and it's a really common misconception that until you're like raking in millions,
Right.
that you can fly under the radar,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
But the reality is the IRS, they've got their eye on
Well, yeah.
even the smallest eBay ventures,
Right.
and it all comes down to something called the 1099-K form.
Okay, the 1099-K, I've heard whispers, right?
Yes.
But it's always felt like this kind of distant threat, like something I don't need to worry about till I hit it big.
Mm-hmm.
What's the real deal with this form?
The real deal is this. As of 2023, if you earn over $600 on eBay,
Whoa.
they're going to send you a 1099-K form.
Wow.
And they're going to send a copy to the IRS.
$600. That's way lower than I thought.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're selling vintage records or handmade crafts. That's $600. That's the magic number.
So basically, I mean, almost every serious seller on eBay is going to get hit with this?
Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is where treating your eBay venture like a real business from the get-go.
Right.
This is where it becomes critical. And it's not just about it's not just about taxes, it's about solid record keeping.
Right.
Solid record keeping is the foundation
Yeah.
for making smart business decisions. Imagine knowing exactly which products are bringing in the big bucks,
Right.
and which ones are just gathering dust in your garage. That's the power of having your financial data organized.
Okay, so I'm starting to see the light here. But let's break it down. Like, what are the absolute must-have records every eBay seller needs to be keeping track of? Like, I'm picturing mountains of receipts. Sure.
And endless spreadsheets.
It's actually simpler than you might think.
Correct.
Think of it as having three key reports at your fingertips.
Okay.
Your sales reports, your expense reports,
Okay.
and your tax documents.
Got it.
Your sales reports. These should detail every transaction,
Okay.
including item descriptions, selling prices,
Right. Yeah.
and any associated eBay fees.
So like a detailed history of every item that's kind of flown out of my virtual eBay door.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay. What about expenses? I got to admit, I haven't been the best at keeping track of those. I just kind of lump everything together.
Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster.
Okay.
Especially come tax time.
Right.
You need to meticulously track every single business expense. This includes obvious things like inventory costs and shipping supplies, but also includes things like marketing expenses, software subscriptions,
Even that home office deduction.
Okay.
If you have a dedicated workspace.
You're making me sweat a little bit here. This sounds super organized. Is there a system you recommend for wrangling all this information? My current method basically involves a shoebox and a prayer.
Yeah. Well, there are tons of tools out there to help you stay organized. Cloud-based accounting software like QuickBooks or GoDaddy bookkeeping.
Okay.
These can be lifesavers.
Yeah.
Especially if you prefer digital organization.
Right.
These platforms, they automate a lot of the tracking.
Okay.
And they make generating those essential reports it's a breeze.
Those sound great. But what about those of us who who prefer a more hands-on approach, is there a low-tech solution that still gets the job done?
Yeah.
No.
A simple spreadsheet can work wonders.
Okay.
Create columns for dates, item descriptions, prices, fees, profits. You can even color code things
Right.
to make it visually appealing.
Love it.
The key is to find a system that works for you, and most importantly, stick with it.
Right. Okay. So we've got our financial ducks in a row,
Mm-hmm.
but there's another piece of the legal puzzle that always trips me up, and that's business licenses. Do I really need one for my eBay operation?
Ah, yes, the business license question.
Right.
That's a tricky one,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, there's no one size fits all answer.
Right.
It depends on several factors,
Okay.
including your business structure and your state's specific regulations.
Okay.
If you're operating as a sole proprietor,
Okay.
meaning you haven't registered your business as a separate legal entity,
Right.
like an LLC.
Hold on. You threw out LLC, like everyone, like everyone knows what that means.
Yeah.
Can you break that down for those of us who are still wrapping our heads around the basics?
Sure. You're right. Sometimes I dive into the jargon too quickly.
Yeah. No worries.
An LLC, or a limited liability company,
Right.
is a legal structure that provides personal liability protection,
Ooh, okay.
meaning your assets are separate
Right.
from your business debts.
Yeah.
A sole proprietorship, on the other hand, offers no such protection.
Okay.
Your business are legally considered one entity.
Got it. Okay. So LLCs are for bigger businesses, and sole proprietorships are more for the casual sellers.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Even small eBay businesses,
Yeah.
they can benefit from the legal protection that an LLC offers.
Okay.
It's really about assessing your risk tolerance,
Right.
and your long-term goals.
Okay. So back to the business license. If I'm a sole proprietor, I might not need one, but if I have an LLC, I definitely do.
Again, it depends on your state's regulations.
Okay.
Some states require licenses even for online sellers, regardless of their business structure.
Right.
A good rule of thumb is to check your state's website, or consult with a legal professional to ensure you're operating within the law.
Right. Better safe than sorry. Right. And this is where I think having that organized back office and a clear understanding of the legal landscape
Mm-hmm.
can really make a difference. I'm starting to see the bigger picture here. It's not just about listing items and hoping for the best. It's about building a solid foundation
Yeah.
for success, right?
Exactly.
And that foundation.
And that foundation is what allows you to scale your business, to increase your profits, and ultimately achieve that coveted eBay mogul status.
Okay, I'm officially hooked. I'm ready to ditch the shoebox and build a back office that would make a Fortune 500 CEO jealous.
Okay.
But where do we even begin?
Let's start by transforming your workspace from a chaotic clutter zone into a streamlined command center
Okay.
for your eBay empire.
All right, I love it.
We'll dive into that. We'll dive into that in our next section.
Can't wait.
Okay.
That's good.
All right, so we're back, and I'm ready to tackle the next level of eBay domination.
Okay.
We're talking about building a back office that's both efficient and,
Yes.
dare I say, inspiring.
Absolutely.
I'm picturing like sleek shelves, a label printer that just spits out labels like a champ.
Yeah.
Maybe a disco ball for those late night packing parties.
Well, maybe hold off on the disco ball,
Okay.
but you're definitely on the right track.
A well-designed back office.
Hmm.
It's really about creating a space that supports your workflow.
Right.
It makes running your business, a breeze. I think of it as your eBay mission control.
Ooh, I love that mission control. Okay, but let's get practical. Like, where do we even start? My current workspace is basically my kitchen table,
Sure.
surrounded by stacks of bubble wrap
Mm-hmm.
and half-written to-do lists.
The first step is dedicating a specific area
Okay.
in your home or your workspace
Right.
for all things eBay.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be fancy,
Right.
but it needs to be functional. A spare bedroom, a corner of your basement,
Right.
even a well-organized section of your garage.
Okay.
That can work perfectly.
Okay, so we're carving out like a dedicated eBay zone.
That's exactly.
What's next?
So what's next?
Do I need to hire an interior designer, or can I just let my my inner organizational genius run wild?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
You want a space that's both visually appealing,
Right.
and practical. Think about the flow of your work.
Okay.
Where will you store your inventory?
Okay.
Where will you pack orders? Where will you stage items for those killer product photos?
Right. Right.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm starting to see the vision here. What about essential tools and equipment? I'm assuming a trusty label printer is at the top of the list.
Absolutely.
Okay.
A good label printer, it's worth its weight in gold.
Right.
When it comes to streamlining your shipping process.
Yeah.
Say goodbye to hand cramping illegible labels.
No more chicken scratch labels. I'm sold.
Exactly.
What other tools should every eBay seller kind of have in their arsenal?
Well, think about maximizing storage space,
Okay.
sturdy shelving units,
Right.
and clear plastic bins. These are essential for keeping your inventory organized.
Fine.
And easily accessible.
Yeah.
You don't want to be, digging through a mountain of boxes every time you need to fulfill an order.
Right. Organization is key, especially when you're juggling multiple listings in a growing inventory. What about tech gear? Is it essential to have a dedicated computer or tablet just for eBay?
It's definitely a good idea.
Okay.
Having a dedicated eBay workstation, this prevents distractions.
Right.
And helps you stay focused on managing your business.
Right.
It also allows you to keep all your eBay related files, your bookmarks, your software,
Right.
all in one central location.
Okay, so we've got our workspace set up, we've got our tech gear in place. Now let's talk about the heart of any eBay operation, inventory management. This is one area where I tend to get overwhelmed. Sometimes I feel like I'm drowning in a sea of products, and I have no idea what's selling and what's not.
Yeah, you're not alone. Inventory management is often the Achilles heel for eBay sellers.
Okay.
But with the right systems in place, it can be a source of efficiency and believe it or not, even enjoyment.
Okay, you've piqued my interest. How do we go from inventory chaos to inventory zen?
It all starts with embracing technology.
Okay.
Inventory management software. This can be a game changer.
Okay.
Especially as your business grows.
I've heard whispers about these magical software solutions, but honestly, it's all a bit intimidating. Are we talking about complex systems that require a degree in computer science to operate?
Not at all.
Okay.
There are options for every level of tech savviness.
Okay.
For high volume sellers who need advanced features like multi-channel integration and automated reordering.
Right.
Scubon is a powerful tool. If you're just starting out and you want something simple and user friendly,
right?
GoDaddy Bookkeeping, they have a great inventory management module.
Okay, so there are options for both beginners and those ready to scale up.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's reassuring. But what about the nuts and bolts of organizing our inventory? Do you have any practical tips for those of us who might not be ready to dive into the software world just yet?
Absolutely. Smart categorization is your secret weapon.
Okay.
Group similar items together, whether it's by brand or product type or even price range.
Okay.
Assign specific storage locations within your workspace.
Right.
And clearly label everything.
Okay, so it's like creating like a mini warehouse
Exactly.
within my own home.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to feel a bit like an organizational superhero.
There you go.
What about those pesky items that just seem to sit there forever, taking up valuable space, mocking my entrepreneurial spirit?
Yes. Regular inventory audits, those are crucial.
Okay.
Set aside time each month
Okay.
to go through your inventory,
Right.
and identify those slow moving items.
Okay.
Maybe they need a price adjustment or a fresh product description.
Okay.
Or perhaps it's time to donate them.
Right.
And free up space for more more profitable product.
Right, right. That's a great point. Sometimes we get so attached to our inventory that we forget to let go of the things that aren't serving our business goals.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got our inventory organized and under control. What's the next mission?
Okay.
In our quest for eBay domination.
Let's talk about getting those products into the hands of your eager buyers.
Yeah.
Shipping operations.
Okay.
This is where efficiency is key.
Right.
Especially during those peak seasons when orders are flying in faster than you can pack them.
Okay, I'm all ears. Shipping can be a bit of a bottleneck for me. I tend to get bogged down with packing tape and mismatched boxes and those dreaded trips to the post office.
I have just the solution.
Okay.
Transform a corner of your back office into a dedicated packing station.
Okay.
This is your shipping command center.
Love it.
Equipped with everything you need to get those orders out the door quickly and efficiently.
Okay. What are the must-have supplies for this packing station? I'm picturing an industrial-size roll of bubble wrap. Yeah. And a label printer that can churn out labels faster than a race car.
You're definitely getting the hang of this. You'll need boxes of various sizes to accommodate different products.
Right.
Plenty of bubble wrap and packing peanuts for protecting those fragile items.
Okay.
And of course, your trusty label printer.
Yeah.
Having all your supplies within arm's reach.
Right.
This makes the packing process so much smoother.
Okay, this is already sounding way more organized than my current system, which basically involves frantically searching for a box that's not too big or too small, while simultaneously trying to remember where I put the packing tape.
Yeah, and here's a pro tip that will save you both time and money. Buy your shipping supplies in bulk.
Bulk buying. I like the sound of that. It's like a Costco run for eBay sellers.
Exactly.
Okay.
Buying in bulk, this saves you money in the long run.
Right.
And you'll always be prepared for those unexpected surges in orders.
Okay, so we've got our packing stations stocked and ready to roll. What other shipping secrets can you share? I'm ready to become a packing and shipping ninja.
Okay, let's talk about streamlining your shipping process with eBay's shipping label feature.
Okay.
This handy tool allows you to print shipping labels directly from your eBay account.
Wait, hold on. I can print shipping labels directly from eBay.
You got it.
This is news to me.
Yeah, you can choose from various shipping services. Yeah. You can compare rates. You can even schedule package pickups.
Okay.
All from the comfort of your eBay account.
This is mind-blowing. I've been wasting so much time dealing with individual shipping companies and standing in line at the post office. This is going to revolutionize my shipping operations.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Remember, efficiency is key.
Right.
To a successful eBay business.
Right.
And eBay's shipping label feature, this is a powerful tool for streamlining your fulfillment process.
Okay, I'm officially convinced. No more post office queues.
There you go.
For this eBay entrepreneur. I'm feeling empowered.
Yes.
I'm feeling organized. I'm ready to tackle the world of eBay shipping. But there's one piece of the puzzle I'm still grappling with, and that's outsourcing. Okay. It's something I've considered, but honestly, it feels a bit like a luxury for bigger businesses. Yeah. Is outsourcing even an option for smaller sellers like me?
It's actually a smart strategy for eBay sellers of all sizes.
Okay.
Especially those who are feeling overwhelmed or want to free up their time to focus on other aspects of their business. It's about working smarter, not harder.
Okay. I like that. We'll explore the world of outsourcing in our next section. Okay, so we're back, and I'm ready to dive into this whole world of outsourcing. I gotta admit, this is a concept I've always struggled with. You know, it feels a bit like admitting defeat. Like I'm not capable of handling everything myself. Mm-hmm. But I'm starting to realize that that maybe outsourcing isn't about giving up control, but it's more about strategically leveraging resources to grow my business. Am I on the right track here?
You absolutely are.
Yeah.
Outsourcing is not about admitting weakness. It's about playing to your strengths.
Okay.
Think of it as assembling a dream team of experts to support your eBay empire.
Okay.
You're the CEO, and you get to decide which tasks to delegate to your specialized team.
Okay, I like the sound of that. But where do I even begin? The thought of finding and managing outside help just feels overwhelming.
Sure. Let's start with the tasks that are often the most time-consuming for eBay sellers.
Okay.
Customer service and order fulfillment.
Yeah, those are definitely two areas where I feel the pinch.
Yeah, imagine having a team of virtual assistants or VAs handling all of those customer inquiries, managing returns, and even answering those pre-sale questions that can make or break a potential sale.
Okay, that does sound that sounds pretty liberating. But how do I find these VAs, and how do I know if they're the right fit for my business? It feels a bit like a blind date.
It doesn't have to be a shot in the dark.
Okay.
There are fantastic online platforms specifically designed to connect businesses with talented virtual assistants. Websites like Upwork, Fiverr, and Guru. These allow you to browse profiles, to read reviews, and even conduct interviews to find VAs with the specific skills and experience that you need.
So I can essentially create a custom team of VAs tailored to my eBay business.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can find VAs who specialize in everything from customer service and email management to social media marketing and even product listing creation. It's about building a team that complements your skills and frees up your time to focus on the big picture stuff.
Okay, this is a game changer. Suddenly, outsourcing feels less like an expense and more like an investment in my business growth. What about order fulfillment? I've heard about these third-party logistics companies, but I always assumed they were just for massive corporations.
That's a common misconception.
Yeah.
There are fulfillment providers that cater specifically to eBay sellers, offering flexible pricing plans and specialized services to meet your unique needs. Imagine having a team of experts handling everything from storing your inventory to picking, packing, and shipping your orders.
Wow, that would be a dream come true. I can already feel the stress melting away. But how do I find a fulfillment partner that I can trust? It feels like a big decision to hand over that much control.
You're right. It's not a decision to be taken lightly.
Right.
Do your research, read reviews, and ask for recommendations from other eBay sellers. Look for providers with experience in handling products.
Okay.
Similar to yours, excellent customer service.
Right.
And transparent pricing.
So it's all about finding a partner that aligns with my business values and understands the specific needs of an eBay operation.
Exactly. Think of your fulfillment partner as an extension of your own team. They're representing your brand and interacting with your customers.
Right.
So it's crucial to find a company that you can trust and communicate with effectively.
This entire conversation has been a revelation. Outsourcing is no longer this scary unknown entity. It's a strategic tool that can help me streamline my operations, free up my time, and ultimately grow my business.
That's the power of outsourcing. It's about leveraging resources to achieve your business goals. But remember, even with a stellar outsourced team, you're still the captain of your eBay ship.
Yeah.
You set the course, you make the decisions, and you ultimately determine the success of your business.
Well, and speaking of success, let's shift gears for a moment and talk about those money-making strategies that'll take our eBay ventures to the next level. What are some actionable tips that our listeners can implement to boost their profits and stand out in a crowded marketplace?
It all starts with understanding your market and identifying those profitable niches
Okay.
where you can shine. What products are in high demand? What are buyers searching for on eBay? What are the current pricing trends? Research is your secret weapon here.
Okay, so it's all about being a savvy detective, uncovering those hidden gems
Exactly.
within the vast eBay landscape.
Exactly. Use EA's search bar to explore trending products, browse through different categories, and check out what your competitors are selling. Look for gaps in the market, opportunities to offer unique products or ways to differentiate yourself from the crowd.
Okay, so we've identified our profitable niche. Now, how do we get our products in front of those eager buyers and convince them to click that buy it now button?
This is where the art of listing optimization comes into play.
Okay.
Your eBay listings, these are your virtual storefront.
Right.
So it's crucial to make them as enticing and informative as possible.
Okay, I'm ready to transform my listings from drab to fab.
Yeah.
Where do we begin?
It all starts with crafting attention-grabbing titles. These titles should accurately reflect your product and include relevant keywords that buyers are likely to use
Right.
in their searches. Think of it as a mini marketing campaign
Right.
for each item that you list.
So it's about being both descriptive and strategic
Exactly.
with our titles. Okay. What about those product photos? I gotta admit, mine tend to be a bit on the amateur side, taken with my phone in my dimly lit basement.
High quality product photos, those are non-negotiable
Okay.
in the world of eBay. They're the first thing buyers see, so make sure they're clear, they're well lit,
Right.
and they showcase your product from multiple angles.
Okay. Time to invest in a decent lighting setup and maybe even a tripod.
Absolutely.
No more blurry basement photos for this eBay entrepreneur. What about the product description? I tend to get stuck on this part, just listing the basic features and calling it a day.
Your product description is your chance to tell a story,
Okay.
to connect with your buyers on an emotional level.
Right.
Highlight the key features and benefits of your product, but also think about the lifestyle it represents. Paint a picture with words.
So it's about appealing to both the logical and the emotional side of the buyer's brain. I like it. Any other tips for crafting descriptions that convert?
Sure. Use bullet points to break up long paragraphs.
Okay.
Highlight important details in bold, and consider adding a short video
Okay.
showcasing your product in action.
Okay, I'm taking notes. My descriptions are about to go from zero to hero. What about pricing? This always feels like a delicate dance. I wanna make a profit, but
Yeah.
I also don't want to scare away potential buyers with prices that are too high.
Pricing is definitely an art form. Research is key here.
Right.
Check out what similar products are selling for. Consider your costs
Right.
and factor in your desired profit margin. Don't be afraid to experiment
Okay.
with different pricing strategies, such as offering discounts or free shipping to entice buyers.
So it's all about finding that sweet spot between profitability and perceived value.
Exactly, and keep an eye on your sales data
Right.
to see what's working
Okay.
and what's not. Don't be afraid to adjust your prices as needed to stay competitive.
This is all incredibly helpful. I'm starting to see my eBay business in a whole new light. It's not just about listing items and hoping for the best. It's about strategy, optimization, and constantly seeking ways to.
You're getting it,
Oh,
but
yeah.
but even with the best products, the most compelling listings and the most efficient back office, there's one element that can make or break your eBay success.
Okay.
Customer service.
Oh yes, happy customers are the lifeblood of any business. Right. Even if I'm outsourcing some of my customer service tasks, I know I need to cultivate a customer centric mindset throughout my entire operation.
Exactly. Respond to inquiries promptly.
Right.
Resolve issues fairly.
Yeah.
And go the extra mile to make your buyers feel valued.
Right, because happy customers lead to positive reviews,
Yes.
repeat business, and ultimately a thriving eBay empire.
Absolutely. It's a
Yeah.
virtuous cycle. And speaking of building an empire, let's not forget about the power of marketing.
Marketing, yes, I know it's important, but honestly, it feels like a whole other beast to conquer.
Sure.
With so many platforms and strategies out there, where do I even begin?
Let's start with the tools and opportunities that eBay itself provides. Promoted listings, for example. These allow you to pay a small fee
Right.
to have your listings featured prominently in search results and category pages. It's like giving your products a little extra visibility boost.
So it's like a mini advertising campaign.
Yeah, exactly.
Within eBay itself. I like it. What other marketing strategies should we be exploring?
Social media is a powerful tool for connecting with potential buyers and driving traffic to your eBay listings. Create engaging content, share your latest products, and run contests or giveaways to generate buzz. And don't underestimate the power of email marketing.
Okay.
Building an email list of interested buyers, this allows you to stay top of mind,
Right.
and notify them of new products, special promotions, and flash sales.
So it's about creating a multifaceted marketing approach that leverages both eBay's internal tools
Yeah.
and external platforms
Yes.
to reach a wider audience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And remember, consistency is key. Make marketing an integral part of your weekly routine,
Right.
not just something that you do sporadically.
Right. Okay. Well, this has been an incredible deep dive into the world of eBay selling.
Yes.
We've covered so much ground from the legal and logistical foundations to the more strategic aspects of building a thriving and profitable business.
It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you.
Thank you.
But before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with one final provocative thought.
Ooh, I love those. Hit us with that final nugget of wisdom.
Here's the question I want you to ask yourself.
Yeah.
What legacy
Okay.
do you want to create as an eBay seller?
Wow, that's deep. It goes beyond just profits and transactions.
Exactly. It's about the impact you want to make, the relationships you want to build, and the contribution you want to make to the eBay community
Right.
and beyond.
That's a powerful message to end on. So as you build your eBay empire, think about the legacy you're creating. What positive impact
Yeah.
do you want to have on your customers, your community, and the world?
Let that vision guide you,
Right.
and you'll find that that success on eBay becomes about so much more than just making money. It becomes a journey of purpose, of passion, and creating something truly meaningful.
All right, and on that inspiring note, we'll wrap up this deep dive. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of eBay success. Until next time, happy selling.